Alrighty. Holy shit, am I on? Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. I just ruined the monetization. I already said some bad words. Gosh darn it. Well, everybody, welcome back. Stat Daddy's back. Um, as Uncle Rico would say, the streets were calling, and I came a running. Forgive me if I don't look at the camera. I just learned. I was today years old whenever I learned that you could use your iPhone as a webcam for your Mac. That's crazy. I also apologize because it's bothering me, so it's probably gonna be bothering a lot of you. Um, my ring light is reflecting off my glasses. I didn't think about that, but I'm sure if I wasn't wearing the glasses, it would be reflecting off my eyes. Like you could see it in my eyes still, and you'd be like, "What the fuck? What is this? Like a tutorial?" Like, yes. So today we're gonna show you how to touch up the bags because we know everyone nowadays has them. If you get more than 6 hours of sleep, you're probably poor. Some bullshit like that. Um, yeah, just trying to get my bearings at the moment. But this is a pilot episode of Stat Daddy presents Rip and Rants. Rip and Rants. So ideally, I just would rant about whatever sports related shit it may be, you know. And after that, go on ahead down and rip open a pack of some cards because I've been super autistic the last 6 months and got back into collecting cards as I did when I was a child. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to start with. I don't know if I should open with the cards. If I should post the card ripping separately on Patreon. You know, get a little $3 Patreon going. Yeah, $3 is $3. You know what I mean? But if you want to see myself, Young Hung Willet, the artist known as Willet. Um, you know, you can see him and shouts out my boy Austin, who's hooking me up with his StreamYard account. Shouts out you, my boy. Gonna be producing the show, and hopefully we'll have our own show starting up very soon. But yeah, back off hiatus. Been saying that a couple times over the last 4 years. I think it's been about 4 years since I started posting and posting and ghosting the YouTube channel. But yeah, like I said, forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera. This is weird. This is like a weird setup type deal. But yeah, we're just gonna we're just gonna get right into it, okay? Oh shit! I just noticed my boy backstage. That is awesome. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? My good man, Mr. Austin himself. Sorry, I just exited full screen. I feel like this might be, I don't know if y'all want to see how the cake is made. You're gonna get upset at this, but whatever. I'm nervous. Also, forgive me if you hear my phone go off. My girly friend is hopping on a red eye right now to New York, so she texted me that she's boarding. I apologize. But anyways, we're just get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is, should we do NBA draft tracker? Nah, we don't talk about the draft. Maybe some free agency. We'll do some free agency. But first, let's talk about the rookie of the year race for the WNBA. I know. The WNBA. Who am I? I come back with this Joe Dirt ass haircut and some fucking glasses, and I think I'm a professor, a connoisseur of all basketball. But anyways, Caitlin Clark, she's been so undeniable in college up until coming into the league, and there's a lot of haters. I still don't understand the hate. I mean, I see why they're hating. I just still think it's stupid. I hope my mic is working right now. I think my mic's working, but yeah, okay, I'm getting all thumbs up from backstage. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. But anyways, yeah, Caitlin Clark, man, she's been undeniable. Angel Reese has been cool. I know a lot of people are gonna hate and be like, "Oh, you're racist" or whatever the fuck. No, that's not it. I'll show you exactly what I mean. All right. So first things first, share screen. I think I remember how to do this. I have to exit, go back in full screen for some reason because it's bugged. So yeah, hope y'all can see this. Okay, perfect. Oh hell yeah. Okay, this is working. We're working it. So rookie of the year. So I know Angel Reese is a baller. Okay, I get it, right? Plus 350, so tempting for a lot of people to take. Especially whenever I show you a stat that they purposefully included on Caitlin Clark's little bio. But we're not even going to talk. I don't even know where to go. You can already see people. I'm glad they included Caitlin Clark's turnovers over here when it comes to the comments. People hating. Caitlin Clark is very far away from Angel. Dude, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Angel Reese is leading the league in rebounds with damn near 12. Very impressive. What isn't impressive is this number right here, the 39.7% field goal average. Okay, just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna go over to Miss Clark. Miss Clark, averaging 16 points, 7 assists. They chose to include her 5.5 turnovers right here, which is kind of fucked up. Because if you watch any of the Indiana Fever games, four out of the 6, I won't say that. I'll say 3.5 of the turnovers shouldn't be counted against her. Why do I say this? Well, since I have no journalistic integrity, I'm not gonna bother researching or pulling up the YouTube compilations people have put together of her teammates just forgetting how to be athletic in the moments where she's throwing out dimes. Okay, she's like John Stockton, Jason Kidd. She's putting up beautiful passes. Okay, she's like perfectly in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like a Matt Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he's left-handed. I don't know why I use my left hand, but still, a Mahomes, if you will. You know what it is? It's like Caitlin Clark's like Patrick Mahomes, and everybody else on our team's like fucking Kadarius Toney. You know, just ball hitting hands, and they're just unable to catch it. That's why I think it's some bullshit. You see, there's 39% from the field goal. You know, field goal percentage. She's shooting everything. She's shooting mid ranges. She's shooting contested jumpers. She's shooting 3-pointers. Her team doesn't help her as much as you'd think. Now I understand that Boston is on her team. I think her name's like Aaliyah Boston. I'm probably fucking that up so bad, but she's a baller. She's pretty dope. But besides her, she has no help whatsoever. It's so infuriating watching Fever games, and I've been watching Fever games, and I will admit I've been watching way more of the Aces. The Aces games are like pretty fun to watch most of the time. I can't even lie. And the Fever and the Aces played. They played a very good game. I believe that was yesterday, as of recording. And Caitlin Clark did her thing, but yeah, the turnovers you shouldn't hold against her. Now remember, this 39% from the field, right? We go over to Angel Reese. You're like, oh, she's shooting just as good, if not better. My whole thing with Angel Reese is she only does layups. Okay, if you're standing under the basket and your whole job is to get to the rim and just do a layup, I mean, come on. I won't even say that. That's fucked up. I can't. I'm better at shooting threes and mid ranges than I am at layups. Austin knows, but honestly, this number is abysmal for somebody who's shooting from a foot underneath the hoop. I mean, what are we talking about here? It's pretty disrespectful that people really want to say that Angel Reese is so much eons better than Caitlin Clark. You know, I mean, people will pull the race card. You know, she's white. That's why Caitlin Clark's getting all the love. Oh, Angel Reese is black, and that's why people don't like her. Dude, fuck all the noise. Fuck all that noise. That's not real commentary. That's not real anything. You know what I mean? That holds no weight to me. What holds weight to me is whenever I see Little Miss Angel Reese smoking 6 out of her 10 layups. That's insane. That's insanity. And yeah, some of them could be tough shots. Some of them could be contested, but that's same with Caitlin Clark, who's still pulling up from 3, doing her thing. I mean, she almost had a triple-double against Diana Taurasi on the Phoenix team. I think it's the Mercury. I don't know. I wanted to say the Suns. I'm a Suns fan. I don't even know what our WNBA team is called, but it's not really my WNBA team because I have the Las Vegas Aces, you know, back-to-back champions. You know, they're celebrating in my city. You know, shout out to East Scotch Sally. Anyway, but yeah, so my take is don't fucking bet on this bullshit. Who the fuck bets on the rookie of the year for WNBA? I'm just saying, especially whenever the honest to God true favorite Miss Clark right here is what are the odds? I mean, unless you're betting a fucking ridiculous amount of money that I know nobody who's watching this show has, yeah, just fucking skip this shit. Don't even fucking bother. Fucking do something else. Get a job or something. Fuck if I know. But I'm gonna really quickly pull up one more little thing because we're just gonna go right into the NBA. Or you know what? We'll break it up. Okay, we'll break it up from all the negativity. All right, we'll stop all the hubbubaloo or whatever you want to call it. yeah, so since I don't have any packs on hand to rip for, Rip and Rant's namesake, maybe we'll just do a mail call, what I got in the mail recently. Some fun pickups that I was able to get over the course of the last week and a half when it comes to my basketball collection. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how well this is going to go because I'm not a fucking YouTuber, but all right. Here goes to nothing. Open up my beautiful box of bologna. All right. Maybe one day I'll do something a little more exciting. Show off my Devin Booker collection that is fucking redonkulous. Yeah, nothing of note from this one real quick. Sorry for so much dead screen time. I mean, geez Louise, who the fuck do I think I am? Is my mic still on? Okay, my mic's still on. Very paranoid about that. There's one card I put away already that I'm very excited about that nobody else is gonna give a fuck about except maybe my homie Chaz. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start with that one. Just for retention purposes. I was able to pick up this. Ooh, sorry, it's stuck to something else. All right, it stuck it to a Jared Allen. Yeah, here we have my Kenneth Lofton that I picked up for about $7.99 on eBay. Kenny Lofton, baller, G League statistics. I believe he averaged almost 26 points and 9.5 rebounds. This kid's good. He's gonna be playing for the Jazz's summer league team. So whenever they come to Vegas, I'm for sure going to a Jazz game. So insane to even say that. Fucking don't like the Jazz one bit. But Kenny Lofton, you got me there, brother. You got me there. This kid is a baller. Went undrafted, balled out in college. Everyone's like, oh, he's a little round to be in the NBA. You mean strong? This man is strong. You shoot the ball relatively well too. Not just like your stereotypical driving, big. He doesn't have necessarily the height that a lot of the bigs nowadays have, but boy, can he ball. And he's got like a finesse underneath the rim. You feel me? So that was my most exciting one that I got was Kenny Lofton well, not most exciting because I love all these cards, obviously. But yeah, next we got this cool, I got a couple things to maybe trade up with at the card show that's coming up, the collectible show in July. Here we have a nice looking CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram select pairings. This one was pretty sick. Really excited I got this out of 49. Really shiny, really pretty. Fucking love this one. May even save it to give to some of my Pelicans fan friends, which is weird to say because who the fuck? He still gives a shit about the Pelicans, am I right? No, I'm kidding. Pelicans are fun. Since they're a small market team, they don't get the respect they deserve, but still great quality basketball being played. For some reason, I have a weird obsession with Cason Wallace. I feel like he's going to be an absolute baller, maybe sixth man of the year for the Thunder if he keeps doing what he's been doing. Really solid rookie season. I already had these two Cason Wallace cards, both. Yeah, this one's numbered to 35, sick ass patch, right? Got both of them in the same recon box, which is fucking gnarly. But also got this one, which is the first off the line because the box I had opened. Ooh, sorry, it's too shiny. The box I had opened is first off the line. Feel me? Sorry, the ring light is either way too bright or not bright enough. That's a little odd. I hope I don't look like a complete asshole. I'm like in full screen right now. I can't see my producer. Austin could be like in the back right now, and I have no fucking idea, like which why do I have a producer if I can't see? Whatever, StreamYard, whatever. Be kind of cool if they had a little thing for you could see like people right here on the screen, like people in the background waiting, like Batman in the shadows. Sorry. Anyways, yep. And then this is the one I just picked up because, like I said, I have some weird obsession with my boy. Yeah, super sick. This one is out of 18 as well. So is the FOTL, first off the line edition. Next one, I got a cool Asor Thompson patch signature rookie card. I believe this one is out of 75, also recon. I really like the recon autographs, and not necessarily the autographs, but the patch autos for the rookies have been super sick. Next one up, I'll save this one. I'll put this one into a stack with these. Yep, okay, because I got 4 of them. Next one is going to be a gold out of 10 a sick ass checkered gold Cameron Thomas. So there's only 10 of these ones, I believe. He had number to 10. So that's pretty sick. I think Cam Thomas is gonna especially just put up ridiculous scoring numbers now that Mikal Bridges has gotten traded from the Nets to the Knicks. And honestly, it feels weird to say this because they've been such a laughing stock for so long up until this year. But the Knicks, the Knicks are going to be good. It's so exciting when more and more teams, especially in the East, because the East is I almost said the East. The East is so lackluster when it comes to like competing teams. It's exciting that the Villanova Knicks, as they're being called, are loading up and will be able to compete with the Celtics, not necessarily beat the Celtics. I think it's kind of insane that so many people are like, "Oh, it's over. We're making the chip," you know. "Oh, New York, New York," you know, some bullshit like that. But yeah, which leads me into my next transition. No gender. Sorry, horrible joke. Sorry, guys. It's fucking almost midnight. Mikal Bridges. I got a cool die cut out of 25 from Select this year. And then I've had one of these for a minute now, which is this gold bookend. Bookends, if you don't know, are whenever you get number 1 or the last in a print. So gold to 10, Mikal Bridges Origins. Super sick because it still has his son's jersey, even though he was on Brooklyn, because you know Panini is such ass and takes so fucking long to do anything, including redemptions, that you know you got to fucking wait a year and a half for them to put out some new shit, and it's not even the newest shit because then you know they're behind always. So weird. But I also was able to pick up, I believe this is from Dominion. They don't even have this set anymore. Mikal Bridges rookie patch auto, uh, out of I believe this is out of 99 or 199. 199 says right there on the card. Zach, you fucking dumbass. And then from Panini Select this year, which I think is pretty cool. I've never seen one of these until I saw it on eBay. If it's fake, then fuck me. But a cool throwback, Mikal Bridges out of 49, I believe. Yep, out of 49. Him on the Suns, which is very appreciated because I just live in the past and can't get over it. You know, I can't believe we traded him. I'm happy we got Kevin Durant, my favorite player of all time besides Devin Booker, and they're on the same team now. But what good is that going to do if we get bounced from the playoffs in the first round every year? You know? And then really quickly, just to round it out, a new favorite after watching the playoffs. I love Tyrese Halliburton. I think Spicy P, Pascal Siakam is always underrated. So I've been watching a lot of Pacers. I was a big believer in Benedict Mathurin, but you know that's not really. I don't know how that's going to turn out anymore. Instead, though, Andrew Nembhard, my boy, I was able to get this Panini redemption of Andrew Nembhard after fucking so long waiting. So long. So ridiculous how long this shit takes. This one, on the other hand, I purchased off eBay, even though it has the Panini customer service on it. Another Andrew Nembhard patch auto, rookie card as well. If people are wondering why all these patches look so silly, when it comes to rookie cards for sports, a lot of the time they don't get the game worn basketball jerseys, and instead they get what we call napkins, which is this fucking bullshit white one. But I like Andrew Nembhard so much, I really don't care. I'm just happy to have either of them. But yeah, that concludes the majority of my pickups. Did I get anything else crazy? Nope, those are empty sleeves. I have other shit scattered around. There's gonna be plenty of time to show y'all my collection. Cheesy. So I won't worry about that too much. Too much. Very quickly, I'm gonna check on me girly friend. I apologize, guys, if you can hear me typing. Sorry, this is a necessity. I'm sorry. One more. Fuck, dude. I haven't had to use iMessage on the goddamn computer in so long. This is awkward. Alrighty, sorry. All right, we got the necessities out the way. You know, she is my priority. Yeah. Shouts out Jennifer. Just finally hung up the painting she made me. Shocker, bro. Anyways, we're gonna get into the actual shit y'all probably came for. If anyone out there besides Austin is listening, let's see. Going ahead and sharing my screen once more. we are gonna go ahead and oh my god, I forgot the scores. The score.com is so ass on the computer, but fuck it. Not but fuck it, you know, don't get too freak nasty on it, but you know what I mean. But comma fuck it. Let's see. Okay, is this just gonna be ass again? Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're here, homies. We're here. All right, the free agency tracker. I hope it doesn't give you guys as big of a headache as it gives me. So I mentioned Spicy P before. He got a 4-year, 186 million contract extension. Dude, these contracts for the NBA now are fucking gnarly, gnarly. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people are overpaying for people that we don't even know if they're worth it yet or not. But I guess that's the name of the game. It's just a lot of teams fucking themselves, if you ask me. Malik Monk to the resigns with the Kings. You know, 4 years, $80 million. It was kind of funny how he resigned and then De'Aaron Fox is like, I'm going to actually test free agency now. You guys need to make the roster better after allocating damn near 80 million to their to the sixth man of the year contender. So that was pretty crazy. I think he actually did win sixth man of the year. I can't remember. Nothing's real, you know. It all blends together when you get older, you know. You know. Anyways, the Bulls trade for Jesus Christ. I don't know what that was. The Bulls ended up trading for Alex Caruso to the Thunder for Josh Giddey. Um, Whenever you have an all NBA defender, not all NBA team, but you know what I mean, NBA all defensive team contender. Um, it's kind of gnarly that they didn't get a single pick or anything from Josh Giddey. And let me just say this: the only thing Josh Giddey, sorry, I know his allegations came back that he wasn't dating any underage women. All right, I get it. It just slips out sometimes, anyways. Fuck Josh Giddey. But anyways, Alex Caruso, dude, I can't believe he's already on that. He's on the Thunder now. Him, Luang Dort, like there's so many good defenders on that team now, and that's something that they actually really needed was a good guard. Alex Caruso can also hit threes from the corner. He does a lot more things well for the Thunder than Josh Giddey did. Josh Giddey can't shoot for shit most of the time. A lot of turnovers. The Bulls are just fucking themselves. I hope it works out for him. I have a couple of his cards that I don't fucking want anymore. I want them to go up in value so I could sell them. But hey, yeah. In all, Alex Caruso, cool. Him with Chet and the boys, sounds cool. It's gonna help Shea, you know, kick out the ball a little bit, but he didn't really need any help. Well, I guess he does need help, but that's besides the point. Talking a little too much as always. Raptors signing Scotty Barnes to the rookie extension, 225 million, 5 years. I mean, I know it was just Autism Awareness Month, and that's why they probably gave him his money because I believe he's autistic, and if he's not, then his parents just didn't love him enough to get him tested. I can feel that. I can relate to that. But dude, what has he done? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. I need to be positive and actually give real commentary. I don't know what the fuck the Raptors are doing. Nobody wants to go to Toronto. Nobody wants to sign with them. Their drafting kind of sucks. I mean, they found Fred VanVleet undrafted, and then ended up losing him anyway a couple years ago. But I guess this is cool. Good for them. I guess they need to pay somebody with the money. You know what I mean? If they're gonna have a team, you might as well use the money before the season starts. This is the big one. Nets trade Mikal Bridges for a second-round pick to the Knicks and a second-round pick for Bojan Bogdanovic. Who knows if he's going to stay in New York? He can still pop and shoot the ball pretty well. But besides that, if he walks, oh well. Their team is so stacked now. Anytime you have a team where your starters that helped you get far in the playoffs are going to actually have to move down to the bench because your team is so stacked and they don't mind it because they were ex-teammates, insane. I mean, the combinations of lineups, they want to play small. They can have Julius Randle at center, Mikal and DiVincenzo, or Mikal and Josh Hart if they want some more defense. I feel like DiVincenzo and Josh Hart are going to be the odd man out on certain rotations. If they're behind in games, I could see them at the end of the game playing DiVincenzo for his shooting, but Josh Hart does a little bit of everything very well. So, them paired up with Jalen Brunson and just everybody that they're retaining. I hope they retain Julius Randle. I don't know if it's very possible. They already lost Isaiah Hartenstein to, I believe, the Thunder of all teams. So that's going to be a big loss, a big loss for them. Uh, but yeah, they still need to figure out their center position a little bit. I know Mitchell Robinson's still on the team. Uh, I'm just not confident that him and then playing Julius Randle at the 5 is going to be what's best for the team. Obviously, like I said, they're the only ones that can really compete with the Celtics on paper. Pacers, I believe that they did very well. Andrew Nembhard did very well in the playoffs alongside Tyrese Maxey. Not Maxey. I'm so sorry, Tyrese. I love you, Tyrese Maxey, but Tyrese Halliburton, as well as, Spicy P, Miles Turner, the whole gang. But I feel like they might have been overachieving just a little bit. Sixers just picked up Paul George, which we'll get into right now. But anyways, they got a plethora of picks. The Nets got so many picks. Let's see, they got 4 first-round picks, the Bucks first rounder, and a pick swap in 20 and 28. I mean, Mikal Bridge is well worth it. I'm just saying. A lot of people are like, oh, he's just a 3-and-D guy. He's a lot more than that. He could be a superstar on a lot of teams, but, that's neither here nor there. Let's get into some of these other ones. Heat re-sign Bam Adebayo to the max extension. Makes perfect sense. I mean, all defensive first team player. Keeps getting better and better with age. OG Anunoby re-signed, however you want to say it, to the Knicks. Really great. The Knicks traded Keyshawn George for Dylan John. Who gives a fuck? That's not important. Nets signed Claxton to a $100 million deal over 4 years. Pretty cool, I guess. I guess. Not too sure what the Nets are really doing. Like I said, I think they're in a rebuild for sure, obviously, especially acquiring all those picks. But they either can trade for a superstar, which won't get it done. It won't get it done with the roster they currently have now, or they can just hold on to everything and see how the next couple years play out, which is probably what they're going to do. But that's a really good return considering that they were depleted after trading for James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant previously. Let's see. So this is just a bunch of trades from the draft. Danny Adavia to the Trailblazers doesn't do shit. I mean, the Trailblazers are never going to get anywhere with the coaching that they have currently. I believe it's Chauncey Billups coaching that team, and in 3 years, he's done nothing. Scoot Henderson hasn't done dick to help the team out at all. Let's see. They're probably going to trade Anthony Simmons, which is one of the only players worth anything on the roster currently. I really like Deron Holmes whenever the Suns picked him, but of course we traded him. We get a really good defensive guy, Ryan Dunn, with that pick. And then I believe we also picked up, I can't remember the other kid's name. They're going to be okay bench players, but nothing that we actually need to be successful. The Spurs, I don't know what Greg Popovich, he's a little overrated in my opinion. You're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Greg Popovich is one of the greatest coaches of all time. You could say that, or you could say he got blessed with having 4 Hall of Famers on the team. You're not going to tell me he coached up all of them to be where they are now. I don't give a fuck. Fucking fight me in the comments. But they traded Rob Dillingham, who's one of the best shot creators in the entire draft, if not the best, for 2 first rounders down the road, I guess. Like, what was the purpose of that? And then instead, they end up putting Stephon Castle next to Wemby. Much rather have Dillingham. Even when the signing of Chris Paul, I feel like he could have helped Dillingham turn into something else, something greater. But him on the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards can create his own shot just as good as anybody else. But having him and Dillingham taking a little bit of that burden off Ant, especially when he has to guard more like superstars during the playoffs, pretty solid. We're just going to run through these real quick. We're just going to run right through them real quick. None of these are all that important to me. Rockets acquire AJ, sure. Yeah, none of these are that important. Manuel quickly re-signing to the Raptors. Cool. You guys are just going to be mid forever, unfortunately. I like this trade, though. This is an underrated trade. Trading Tim Hardaway Jr. for Quentin Grimes. That's pretty solid. Quentin Grimes pretty underrated. Hornets waive Seth Curry, brother to Steph Curry. I only gave him, that shout out just because, his bro. Respect for the bro. But this right here, this is probably one of the most underrated trades all off season, okay? The Hawks have been interested in trading DeJounte Murray to the Pelicans for a while. everybody just assumed that would have been straight up Brandon Ingram for DeJounte Murray. That's what everyone was expecting. Nobody was expecting DeJounte Murray to be traded for Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, uh, EJ Little, and 2 first rounders. I mean, that's a steal in my opinion. I know 2 first round picks, all that, but DeJounte Murray being a true point guard that the team has been missing is so good. I personally can't see the Pelicans bringing Brandon Ingram back unless it's for a sign and trade, as crazy as that sounds. And the reason why I say that is when you have players like Trey Murphy and forgive me, what's the Herbert Jones? Yo, how are you gonna have Herb Jones or Trey Murphy coming off the bench when they're so good? And you don't want to trade them either because they're so young, their contracts are so good still. There's just not a lot of room. There's too many forwards on that team. So for that reason, you know, I wouldn't see them necessarily re-signing Brandon Ingram unless it's for, a sign and trade. And if they do, I don't know how all that's going to work out. They still got CJ McCollum. They still got Zion Williamson. It's going to be interesting to say the very least. But I love that DeJounte Murray getting added to that team when they have defensive studs, like I said, like a Herb Jones or a Trey Murphy who can also shoot the ball pretty well from the outside. I like it. I like it a lot. Suns, what the fuck are we doing with our money? I know Royce O'Neal didn't show up didn't show up whenever the lights were brightest in the playoffs, but 4 years for Royce O'Neal, 4 years. I know we're supposed to only look at contracts for the first 1 to 2 years with these older guys, but we're still going to be paying the man 3, year 4. I mean, I guess. I mean, what we really need is a point guard, but we'll get into that in a second. So yeah, we re-signed Bol to a 1-year deal. Love Bol. He needs more run. We also signed Mason Plumlee, or Mason Peanut Butter Hand Plumlee, because that man cannot hold on the ball. It's like he's got peanut butter all over his fingies, guys. I don't know what the fuck that was for, but cool. Chris Paul, 1 year, $11 million deal for the Spurs. I bet this is his last year. I bet he's retiring after this. But having him next to Wemby is going to unlock so much. And people are going to see Wemby take yet another step forward offensively, which is just insane to say. And the Warriors waiving Chris Paul, not even trading him, is criminal. I don't know what the fuck the front office has been doing all offseason, but it's not good. It's not good. You feel me? Let's see. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope getting that bag in Orlando. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Doesn't do much for me. You got, like I said, when you got a lot of money, you got to give it to somebody. But them signing Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for this amount of money showed me that they were no longer interested in acquiring Paul George. Sorry, guys. Talking a lot. Cade Cunningham, a guy I really love. A lot of people aren't sold on him yet still. Has missed like 90 games in all of his time playing there. Yeah, I mean, I like the extension. I like them re-signing him, but unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with that roster. Their draft pick, I think it was like Ron Holland. It doesn't make sense to me. They already have Jaden Ivey. It's just. Sorry, my girl texted me one more time. We can edit that out later in post-production. Am I right? But anyways, yep, Cade Cunningham. I know he's not like a lot of people aren't sold on him necessarily just yet, but hey, I like him. I think he can be the guy for the future. They just need to put the right people around him. And I know a lot of people are saying his numbers are inflated because when you're on a bad team, who the fuck else is going to score the ball? But they said the same thing about my boy Devin Booker, and I guess I still kind of say the same thing. But give the kid some grace. The Wizards signing Jonas Valanciunas to a $30 million deal just shows me that they've given up. They've given up. Not much that Sar can learn from Valanciunas, so I don't understand it. We're gonna just roll through these real quick. Pacers re-signing Obi Toppin. He looked really good with Tyrese Halliburton, but unfortunately, I see why they did it with the playmaking ability of Halliburton really unlocking a lot of just easy transition dunks for Toppin. But do you really want to pay $60 million for transition dunks alone? I don't know. James Harden is re-signing for 35 mil a year to the Clippers. Derek Jones to the Clippers is actually a very great pickup. Plays hardball defense, gets a lot of good dunks in there, posterizes people. Kevin Porter Jr., known woman abuser. Sure, going to the Clippers, I guess, to replace Paul George, but whatever. The Bulls, one thing that they did well was re-signing Patrick Williams. I mean, the guy has a lot of potential. I know he had a lot of injury, and the Bulls just suck horribly. But I still have a feeling like if he can still blossom into something this year. But if he doesn't do it this year, I don't know what they're gonna do. Timberwolves re-signing Luke Garza. I like that a lot. Just go through this. They signed Isaiah Hartenstein to the Thunder. Aaron Wiggins re-signed with the Thunder. Let's go through these. Pistons signed Tobias Harris. Like I said, they've given up. I mean, he's still a pretty good player. He's underrated. People are gonna be like, "Oh, he's way better than we anticipated." Whatever. Who cares? Mavericks acquiring Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, right? This is gonna sound insane. Everybody knows what Klay is capable of. I know he's getting up there in age. He can still shoot the ball pretty well. A lot of people are gonna make fun of him because in the playing game went 0 for 10 from the field, which is really funny. But putting him next to Kyrie and Luka, it could look really nice. It could play out really well. My favorite part about this trade, though, is the Hornets. The Hornets acquiring Josh Green. I think this is an underrated pickup. I think the Hornets have had a very, very underrated offseason. But yeah, we don't got to go too much in depth into that. Celtics re-signed both Derek White and then also signed Jason Tatum to the biggest contract in NBA history of $314 million for 5 years. They got another 2-3 years to try to win a chip before all this money they're dealing out is going to really bite them in the ass. But I like it. I like it a lot. Derek White was pivotal, if not one of the if he was probably the second most. This is going to sound crazy. The second most important piece to this team this postseason. I'd say the first most important was Jaylen Brown. But yeah, Derek White for sure. Jason Tatum, I mean, you could say him or Brown and then White, obviously, but that's neither here nor there. Bulls signed Jalen Smith, which is, I guess, the second thing I like that they did this offseason. Jalen Smith is very underrated, got drafted by the Suns. We gave him to the Pacers for a bag of chips, and I still regret it, even though I wasn't the one who did it. You know what I mean. 76ers re-signing Kelly Oubre and Tyrese Maxey's huge, huge, huge. Paul George coming to the team. The thing about Paul George, a lot of people are hating. A lot of Philly fans I know were saying that they preferred DeMar DeRozan for the mid-range scoring and for spacing. They would have preferred Brandon Ingram. They would have preferred, maybe trying to go get Clay. I disagree fully. Paul George is still playing at an all NBA level, especially when healthy. On the defensive side of the ball, he's still a dog. And now instead of having to be that relied on as that first to second scorer a night, he can be the third, which is really scary when you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid paired up with a blossoming star like Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey's worth every penny. I don't care what the haters say. And then Donovan Mitchell re-signing with the Cavs. All this screams to me is they are going to get rid of Darius Garland, and if they don't, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? And that's pretty much all the shit that I really care about. Kind of running out of steam and just in time because, really powered through that the best I could, even with the interruptions that I had. Appreciated interruptions though. I love you, baby. Jennifer, for watching this. But yeah, that's a little bit about the signings, the trades so far in this off season. Was able to show you some of my pickups for little mail call since I don't have any packs to rip. Normally at the end of the episode, I suppose I'm going to do it at the end. Open up a pack of cards, call it a rip rant, talk about the players I pull, see if I get anything good. You guys can see me actually have dopamine hits for once in my life, show some actual happiness instead of this whole basketball just garbage that I spew for 40 minutes at a time. And yeah, like I said, don't bet on Caitlin Clark. Don't bet on Angel Reese for sure. The Caitlin Clark slander is insane. Angel Reese doesn't deserve to be slandered, but you guys got to really look at the numbers. Shooting 40% is cool, especially whenever you're doing it from all over the floor. But if you're right underneath that hoop, girl, be better. Be better. Be better. But yeah, thank you guys once again for checking out the pilot. This has been the Stat Daddy Rip and Rant pilot episode. I want to say thank you to Austin once again for helping me out with everything, you know, with everything. It's been awesome having him by my side. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully we have our own show, something popping up in the near future. And if not, you're for sure going to see us both, you know, interacting with each other, part of each other's content. So make sure you go check out, I believe it is Borderland Studios on YouTube. Is that correct, Austin? Borderland Studios is the YouTube channel. Hell yeah, I'm getting the thumbs up. So make sure you go check out his channel. He's very similar to me, where he's nerdy, aka passionate. That's all being nerdy is, dude. That's all it is. It's being passionate about the things you like, you know. So, you know, that's it. He does a lot of film and, you know, media related stuff, a lot of, you know, comics, stuff like he's not a one trick pony is what I'm trying to say. There's something for everybody on his channel. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. And yeah, shouts out Austin. And oh yeah, Billy, if you're watching this, fuck you. Okay, yeah, that's it, guys. Goodbye.